might change it up a bit. Whew. Okay. We'll start off with. Actually, you know what? No, let's just start off with what I'm currently using. This combined with this, and let's do this first, just for the heck of it. Oh boy.
Yeah, let's race.
Ready to go back in here and have some more crash outs. No pun intended. Actually, no, I take that back. Pun entirely intended.
Hey guys.
Greetings.
Confirmed. Hey guys.
I'm departing.
Let's go.
Let's go. See ya.
I think I should hold on to this. Slow down. I don't get why we don't just start the courses at the starting line. I'll never understand that. They don't have to be a specific length. It's literally the racetrack that we're talking about. Whew, that was just in time. But this is the lap where stuff gets hectic. Yeah, nah. Ah, dang it. Well, I have some form of defense at least. Not too bad. Though pretty sussy house acceleration type in a power type vehicle was somehow faster than a speed type in a speed type vehicle while boosting. A little sussy, but whatever. That's a wee bit sussy. They weren't even boosting either. Sussy.
Hey guys.
Greetings. I concur. Let us commence.
Yikes! Let's go. Give me those items. Or don't. Any reason why everyone else's monster trucks last 2,000, 3,000 decades and mine only last like 3 seconds? What was I like in 12? Then I get 1 boost? Dang. I'll hold on to these actually. Not for crossing off road sections, but rather for dodging attacks that I may need to preserve that laser wisp. Well, now I can. Oh, probably bad timing. I'll take 4.
Not bad, I guess.
Probably could have saved that laser wisp for a little later on the final stretch. What I should have done. But we're good. 4 points for 4th place.
Yeah, let's race.
go through the same set of vehicles as I typically do. And we'll go here.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Here we go again. Didn't think I should use the off-road section maybe here though. Gee. Gee, thanks on the show. Yeah, nah. That item is so freaking stupid. Not entirely sure how this will help, but we shall see. Once again, the anvils would have been more helpful before the monster truck. But that's how this game works. They make sure to give you the item that's more helpful after the item that's less helpful.
If we were racing on foot,
That's just how this game works. Could have used anvils first, could have given me those first, and then you could have given me the monster truck. But no, you gotta make sure I get them in reverse, just to screw me over, because that's how this game works. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. Finally, a different selection of stages.
Hey guys.
That was interesting. Nice try. Thanks for the boost. No. Jeez. Didn't know handling vehicles were the lightest weight vehicles in the entire game. Holy heck. Who knew?
Gotta focus next time.
You'd think it'd be extreme gear, but apparently it's handling vehicles.
Yeah, let's race.
What's with the statues in the background that are supposed to be avatar things? Predictable. If the slight little jump didn't cancel my charge, I could have placed first, but this game does everything it can to keep me from placing well, so yeah. This game is 100% rigged against me. It's kind of factual at this point. 100% it is. This game will literally do everything to just keep me from placing well. It will. It does. It factually does. 100%. I've held a boost or charge drift on that small little jump several times, and that time in particular it decides, oh, nope, no. Yeah, the game is 100% rigged against me. Everybody knows this now. Everybody knows this. Took long enough.
Hey guys.
Who was playing at McDonald's there?
Hey guys.
course, the slime takes both items because the items in this game literally do not have any balance to them whatsoever. So any strategic use of any comeback items you may have done is just thrown out the window because this game wants to ensure that it's not up to skill, it's up to randomness. Therefore, you absolutely should not have a tournament like this in a game like this because it's not up to skill. Wow, take the long way around. Cool. Everyone else's will make sure to go through the shortcut, but mine? Oh no, it goes the long way around.
If we were racing on foot.
Why do I play this game? This game is nowhere near as good as people make it out to be. It's seriously flawed in so many ways. It's literally not good. It's literally such a flawed game. It is actually kind of bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's race.
It's actually genuinely really not good. There's zero reason why the items in this game need to be as absolutely unbalanced, overpowered as they are. It's crazy. I genuinely don't understand it. Are you curious to boost? Well, I don't know. Thought the invincibility would last long enough. Guess not. The invincibility will last 300,000 trillion billion decades for everyone else on the planet, but for me, it's only there for like 1 second. Oh well. But hey, the game's rigged against me. We all know this. The game's rigged against me. We all know this. I mean, there should be no reason why the slime takes your items to begin with. Zero reason. Literally no reason at all. Dark Child switching your items up makes sense because it gives you a different item. But the green goo, the anvils, the buzzsaws, ninja star thingy, yeah. Those taking your items is really unbalanced. Makes zero sense. Has no reason to do so. Absolutely zero reason whatsoever. Whoever decided they need to, please ignore any and all suggestions they have for the future of this game because they're only going to ruin it further. They literally have zero idea what they're talking about. They're just talking to hear themselves talk, you know? There is no pace to keep up. I don't feel like giving myself stick drip. Thank you, Sega. I really do prefer quick recovery up over the invincibility, if I'm being honest. Because at least that's consistently helpful versus the invincibility only being there after you charged it up. Blushies, welcome. How goes it? How you doing? Guess who watched the FNAF 2 movie? Nice. I went ahead and watched it on Friday with a friend. It's all right, I guess. The ending felt a little rushed, but it's pretty good for what it is. Why does everyone else get invincibility after their monster truck, but I don't? can't wait for FNAF 3. I'm excited for the third movie as well.
Hey,
Minecraft.
guys. Hey. Grr. Yeah. Hey, guys. Later. Come on.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. You're too good. I'm not using Alma Child to take the off-road because Alma Child literally can't be trusted with off-road sections. Literally such a spotty and disconnected line of rings that she'll drop one off to the side and then you'll just be stuck in the off-road section for 2,000 trillion billion decades.
Gotta focus next time.
That's your favorite number, say it? 666?
Yeah, let's race.
You know it's Nintendo, so that's much is for sure. Okay, sorry, that was a little... that was a bit much. This game's got way too many problems to be considered good. It actually is nowhere near as good as people are making it out to be. It's way too flawed. Way too flawed. The items are absolutely overpowering. There's no skill involved. It's literally just item spam. It's not good. I'm sorry. This game is in such a bad spot right now. The only way you win is if you abuse meta, and that's if you freaking do it in a very specific way. You need technical drift with quick level 2 and 3 with ultimate charge, and you just win. You just win off of that because you get to alleviate the biggest problem with this game, the items. There is no balance in this game. This game is so unbalanced. It is so bad. It's in such a bad spot. I'm sorry. It's not good. It's not enjoyable. It was, I think it was overhyped. I really do. Like, when it was brand new, sure. But that's only because you weren't dealing with the nonsense that plagues the game. The factually overpowered, unbalanced items that literally everyone just says, ooh, I'm just gonna wait until the final stretch to use and then say I'm good at the game off of that. When in fact there's no skill involved with that whatsoever. It is factually unbalanced, it's lacking polish, the physics are absolute dog water. I'm sorry, this game is not in a good spot right now. It really isn't. It is really not in a good spot right now. Sorry. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. This game is not in a good spot right now.
Not bad, I guess.
Yay, 3rd place. Whoopee. Am I gonna get 1 point? Am I gonna get just 1 point for my troubles? 9. Dang. But if I dare play 7th, I lose 50. Dang. Pretty discouraging. I'm really trying to be positive about this game, but it is in such a bad spot right now. I'm sorry. It lacks balance and polish. It really does. I think it was overhyped. After having been dealing with the nonsense that plagues the game for a while now, I think it was overhyped. It's nowhere near as good as people are making it out to be. I'm sorry. There is no skill involved with it. It's unbalanced. It's unpolished. Jeez. And that sucks. It really does. It's in such a bad spot right now. You're literally not allowed to play your way and, you know, have fun doing it. There's only 2 viable methods to playing this game. Technical drift with level 2, 3, and 4 ultimate charge, or inventory plus with wisp chance up and item hoarder. Or inventory swap. One of the 2. You either front run with the cheesiest tactics available, or you purposely perform poorly just to utilize a drill wisp on the last stretch and win off of that. It's bad. I'm sorry, it's bad. There's no middle ground. You either do one of those 2 tactics, or you just don't get to enjoy the game. And guess what? People that use those 2 tactics also say they don't enjoy the game. So what's that say about the game's current spot right now, okay? It's factually in a bad spot. Anyone who says otherwise is just hardcore glazing, okay? And yes, I glaze Sega quite a bit. Because they're one of the few devs that actually listen to their communities and actually give them something, you know, and continue to update what they give us. It's not just slop. But unfortunately, this game, they absolutely dropped the ball with it. They absolutely dropped the ball with this one. It is in such a bad spot. There is no balance. There is no skill at all. It's not fun. I'm not allowed to use the gadgets I enjoy using because they're not viable. The only ones that are viable are the two builds I mentioned earlier. That and the game's physics are just stupid. This game has no rules when it comes to physics. I can be playing as a power type character and a power type vehicle going at maximum speed with 100 rings while boosting, and I'll still get shoved to the side all the way to outer frickin' space by someone with 0 rings at almost no speed at all using a boost type character on a boost type vehicle. This game's physics literally have no rules. They're just random. There's no consistency with this game either. It lacks polish. It lacks balance and it lacks polish. This game is in such a bad spot right now. It is in an atrociously bad spot right now. It's literally not enjoyable, and it makes me not want to play it until there's actually a real balance update that's been had. The current update we got did literally nothing to fix the game. People can upload their "ooh, this update changes everything" videos, and no, it's just hype and glaze. Okay, I'm sorry. This update did not change the game, and at all. It barely did anything to fix the game's biggest problems. I'm sorry. The update literally did nothing to fix the game's problems.
Gotta focus next time.
This game is in such a bad spot right now. It's not even funny. This game is in such a bad spot right now.
Yeah, let's race.
I'm really trying to stay positive here, but everything I'm experiencing, like, how can I stay positive when there's almost nothing good that can be said about the races I'm experiencing? I place like top 3, I get like, what, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 points. I place anywhere below 6, I lose like 50 of them. And why? Because I get hit by one item on the final stretch.
Sure.
Can you explain to me where the skill involved with this game is? How can you say only the most skilled players are allowed to participate in this tournament when it's literally not skill that gets them here? It's cheese. It's cheesing, meta, and item abuse. There is no skill involved with this game at all. I'm sorry, there is none. There is literally 0 skill involved with this game. In the slightest. Meta cheese and item abuse is not called skill. It's not. It's factually not. There is no such thing as getting good at this game. There's no such thing as learning it. The physics are inconsistent in every aspect. The game's lack of balance and polish just makes it so that there's only 2 viable options to get you in the upper ranks, and it's not fun. And people that use those methods also say they're not enjoying it because it's not, you know, the way they want to play, but it's the way they have to play to compete. It's in such a bad spot right now. This game is in such a bad spot right now. Okay. Look, a boost type character shoving me aside when I'm using a freaking car. Jeez. Okay. Nice. At this point, they just need to make it so that players go through one another. They shouldn't be able to bump into each other. It's so stupid. They need to make it so that you just go through players. And if you don't use technical drift and use anything else to try and get to level 4, you're not really going to get there because it's not fast enough. Ouch. It ain't gonna be fast enough. You ain't gonna get there. What do we have here? An overly common item. I can understand if it takes the item in your backhand, but if it takes the item you're holding in your hand currently, then that makes zero sense. Skewish. Blink. How goes the Legends comp? Pretty terribly. If you don't abuse the meta, or either of the two cheese tactics to win, then you're not going to do well. And unfortunately, I don't want to have to resort to that. Yay. 3 points. Yeah, Legends tournament, not really good. Nothing legendary about it either, if you think about it. I don't care about getting to Platinum or Emerald in any tournament coming. I just want to at least get to Gold. But I don't care about getting to Emerald or Platinum. Because if I do, then I'm just going to have to abuse the meta in order to do it. And at that point, I don't have any pride in reaching those ranks. It's not up to my skill. It's up to me abusing the meta or the items. It's one or the two. I can't play my way in this game, unfortunately. It's not fun. These aren't the most skilled players. They're the most sweaty players. Huge difference. Huge difference. And thank you, says Face. You've had a rough losing streak last night. You were 1-1 away from gold grade. Went on a losing streak so bad you failed. Oh my goodness, you fell back to bronze? Yeah, sorry. At that point, I'd say just screw it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your time. If you can't climb the ranks via your own skills and knowledge of the game, having played it a lot, then there's no point in playing, you know what I mean? If it's not up to skill, then what's the point? I get it. It's an arcade racer. But guess what? Sonic and All-Stars Racing, Sega All-Stars Racing, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, those two games were arcade racers as well. But somehow, they managed to balance the items in such a way that you could still win a race via your own skill. The items were, impactful enough to give others the chance to win, but they weren't so impactful that it's a guaranteed overtake. Where, everyone will just overtake you because you get hit by one item. It was the same for both those games. And Sumo Digital were the ones to make those ones, not Sega. So, you know what? I think Sega should just leave it to Sumo Digital when it comes to kart racers, because given how this one isn't as bad as a spot as it is with the meta abuse, I don't think Sega's cut out to make an arcade racer. I think they need to hire Sumo Digital again. Sorry, Sega, but you guys kind of dropped the ball here. This Legends Tournament is only showing the real flaws that reside within the game. That's all this Legends Tournament is doing. It's showing you just how cheesy and unpolished it is currently, with the lack of balance. What is the point of the gadget system if there's only 2 setups that are viable for a high-level play? What is the point? What they need to do is just flat out get rid of the invincibility on Ultimate 4. That's literally what they need to do. They need to get rid of the invincibility on level 4. But if they're gonna do that, they absolutely need to nerf the items to oblivion. Making it so that they're nowhere near as powerful as they are right now. Unfortunately, Sega is listening to the wrong people. They're listening to the influencers that just glaze this game like it's the best racing game ever freaking made. They're not listening to the people that actually experience this game's BS firsthand. And they're enabling Sega to keep it in a bad spot as a result. It sucks. It's nice that Sega listens, yes, but they're listening to the wrong people. See, was that skilled? Did I do anything to deserve the place I got there after literally using that monster truck just to get ahead of everyone? Is that a skilled win, or I don't even know anymore, dude. I don't feel accomplished in taking that 4th place. I really don't. I don't feel accomplished at all. All it was, oh, I would not have gotten 4th if it weren't for the items. Not my ability to maneuver around everyone and, you know, use my skills. No. It's all on the items. It's not fun. I'm sorry. The game's not in a good spot right now. It's not. It lacks polish and balance. Also, thanks to the time trials, you learned how to use the boost machines effectively. I mean, that's nice. Yeah, there's a huge difference between the experience you'll see in World Match and this. This is absolutely oversaturated with ultimate charge and, you know, inventory plus item hoarder, whatever. There is no in between. You either use one of those 2 setups or you get absolutely decimated. It ain't fun.
Hey guys. Hello.
It did have a balance patch, but unfortunately, it did literally nothing to fix the game's biggest problem, which are the items.
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do. I want to use a gold to use in my own favorite gadget builds, but I can't. Because they're not viable at high level play. I get there's always going to be, you know, some weapons or characters or builds that are always going to be better than others. But what's the point of customization if your playstyle isn't, while being catered to, is still not viable at high levels of play? I feel like you should only be able to achieve, you know, that skill ceiling if you take the time to learn the game. To get good at it. Not rely on cheap, cheesy, gimmicky tactics, you know? It's unrewarding. It's lame. Which is why Transformed is still the better racing game in my opinion, because while it is an arcade racer, the items are, you know, balanced in such a way to where they're not completely overpowering or game-changing. They're kind of just there to help during a race. They're not there to say, oh, you got hit once? Oop! Drop, have fun and last! Not to mention, there were no items that were, like, completely busted to use on the last stretch. You had to be a little more strategic with your items, not just, ooh, I'll use this and then win out of nowhere. It's dumb. I'm sorry. Jeez. In this game, you either abuse invincibility or the items, so you win that way. There is no actual balance to be had here, and it's not fun. Let me guess. Desync invincibility when I hit you with that bomb? That and the the gimmick of rings making you faster is also kind of stupid. I don't think that should be a thing. I think stats should be flat. Because what's the point of using a speed type vehicle if once every vehicle type gets 100 rings, they're all on par with one another? There is no point. Speed type vehicles have no uniqueness in this game. Sorry, but being just like 2 points faster than everything else doesn't really make a real difference. It's dumb. And I'm so tired of seeing these triple boosts. I'm legit so tired of them that I just spam them to get rid of them. See? There we go. I was able to avoid that attack because I used an item. Not because I'm spamming some self-nonsense. Thank you, Quick Recovery. Dude, Quick Recovery is goated. I don't like the invincibility at all. It's too niche. Quick Recovery, on the other hand, is just always consistently helpful. I like it a lot. I would not have placed third if I wasn't using Quick Recovery right there. Thank you for putting me back up to where I was an hour ago. Sheesh. It runs for 2.5 weeks, yeah, but you know what? I don't care to get Platinum or Emerald. I really don't. I'd like to, because, you know, I would like this game to be Sonic's best racing game in the series, but as it stands right now, I think it's like maybe the only 5th place. All-Stars Racing Transformed, definitely at the top of my list. The original Sonic Riders games comes in at a close second.
Let's go.
I've got a soft spot for Zero Gravity just because of the theme being around, you know, space and stuff. The stars and the cosmos. So that's what makes it number 3 for me. Meanwhile, the original Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing comes in at 4th, with Team Sonic Racing coming in at 5th. Again, it's not necessarily because Team Sonic Racing was a bad game. It was good, but the team aspect made it very niche. Like, if you're playing with bots, it's not very fun. You have to play with a group of people to take full advantage of the team aspect, which is cool. I like the concept. It's great. Team-based racing, I think that's freaking cool. Unfortunately, it didn't really feel that way because over half the time you're playing with bots, and your AI, whenever computer-controlled AI teammates never really utilized the team aspects. Meanwhile, this game, I still think this game is better than Free Riders, albeit only because it's actually, you know, playable. Meanwhile, the Kinect was just absolute dog water. Yeah, I'm not really counting Sonic R or Sonic Drift 1 and 2. I'm talking about, you know, when Sonic actually started his big kart racing scene, like with All-Stars Racing. The location you start Bikini Bottom in as a CrossWorld is so awkward. It's like on that straightaway with a turn coming right up. I don't know why we can't just start at the starting line. Like, why not? That's where it should start. Why, would that make the CrossWorld too long? Then perhaps you should have kept CrossWorlds and main courses. You know what I mean? Sure, it adds variety, but it defeats the purpose of the CrossWorlds. I've been saying this for how long? course, CrossWorlds invincibility. Let's see how you like it. Oh, they got the triple version. Look at that. Thanks to freaking, thanks to quick recovery up, they threw all three at me, and they're still not caught up with me. Am I able to do this mode with friends, or is it only solo? You know what? I'm not sure, actually. Let me see if I can invite you. If you're willing to endure this nonsense, that is. Zero. I should get at least 1 point for place in top half. At least one. Whatever. Okay, hold on. Gosh, freaking darn it. You can put up with a little bit of this? Yeah, a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Don't get me wrong. It's nice that Sega's actually listening and taking player feedback into account, but there are so many people complaining about the current meta with, you know, the invincibility and the item spam. You'd think the first patch would be to fix those problems, right? It didn't fix either problem. They need to make both technical drift and frickin' ultimate charge 3 slots. They need to make it so that that's the build if you want to use it. Yes, technical drift is one of those gadgets that's, you know, takes a minute to get used to, but once you do, it's quite literally like you don't even have it. And you just have the ability to charge all 3 of your boosts faster. It's like combining all 3 quick charges into one. So that thing absolutely needs to be 3 slots. Along with ultimate charge. Dang. Holy heck. Yeah, players need to be able to just go through each other. The only thing players should hit are hazards and walls and items. Not other players, because that is just stupid. Yes, hit me with a buzzsaw in 8th place. Hit me with a buzzsaw in 8th place. That buzzsaw also needs to have its probability of showing up greatly reduced as well. That thing shows up way too often. It wouldn't be that big a deal if it didn't take your item, but since it takes your item, that thing needs to be reduced. That is so stupid. There should be no reason I should be getting hit by that thing in freaking 8th place. I'm sorry. It's dumb. Well, that and acceleration vehicles are just trash. They really suck. I'm gonna save this to force people to have their items switched on the last stretch. Thank you, quick recovery. for the last set of items. Would you look at that? No monster truck abuse, except for me. $1,700 sharp. Cool. I'm at the halfway point exactly. Okay, let me invite you. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? No, the Legend Tournament isn't. Shut up. Yeah, you can't play with friends, unfortunately. See, they're crossed out. Which also blows. I don't know why you can't play with friends during this event. That server maintenance had better be another quick, like, shadow patch drop. Like, just shadow drop a huge balance patch. Shadow drop it. Get rid of the invincibility on level 4 and reduce the overall effectiveness of every item in the game. Okay. That better be a huge shadow drop for a balance patch right there that I'm seeing. Otherwise, what's the point of server maintenance? What's the point? What are you updating if not the thing that absolutely needs to be updated? Sorry for being so harsh on you, Sega, but I would expect you guys to have this game balanced by now. I'm not complaining because I think the game is trash. I think it's a great game. It has a lot of potential. But unfortunately, you guys really still need to update this game properly. It needs to be more properly balanced. And the fact that we had a closed network test way back when, along with an open network test not too long ago with a demo, how have you not fixed the game's biggest problem yet? I imagine you have plenty of time to do that, especially with everyone still complaining about it. I complain because I care, okay? I don't complain just because, oh, complain, you hate it. No, I want this game to thrive. I want it to frickin' dominate. Because it's fun. But it's got too many problems holding it back right now. I really try not to complain too much, but I feel like the only time I can is on stream, because that's, I don't exactly have a way of reaching directly out to Sega, so I don't freaking know. I don't want to get a Twitter account just to do that, you know? Well, you know what? It's my birthday. I'm gonna try. I've said what had to be said. I'm gonna try to be a little more positive now. Oh, did you try to hit me with that glove? Oh, did you? Oh, what are you doing, front, huh? Oh, you're still invincible? Holy cow. Should I risk almost out? Kind of. I've seen this a little too much now. I don't want to go. Okay. Don't want to fall off the edge. Ugh. That's because I care. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like Gordon Ramsay. You think he's being just really over the top mean to these chefs, but it's because he wants them to get their act together so they can actually do well. I guess I'm the Gordon Ramsay when it comes to gaming. Skill! See? See? That's what getting good at a game will do for you right there. You won't need invincibility to dodge stuff like that. You can just learn the timing. That's called being rewarded for putting time into the game. You don't have to put, hours and hours into it, just enough to understand it. But nope, here come the monster trucks and the drills, and dropping me into 6th, because that's the only thing that matters. I dodged a King Boom Boo, and now I'm in freaking like 6th and 4th, because I'm getting overtaken by these overpowered items. You tell me how that's supposed to be a fun experience, when my skills literally mean absolutely nothing. I better have gotten 2nd there.
Nice. Let's go again.
Thank you, plushies. Where's the lamb sauce? Okay, good. I got 2nd. That's gonna be a nice little boost in points. 7-Eleven. Where's the lamb sauce?
Yeah, let's race.
I don't know. I'm quite not on Gordon Ramsay's level. If I was, I'd be cursing every sentence. You're in silver rank? Why is there an emerald rank player in your lobby? Admittedly, the matchmaking in this game also needs adjusted. Is the DLC worth it, Pt.2, for this game? I think it is. Getting new courses and characters.
Hey guys.
Beep. I have my vehicles nice and decorated for Christmas. Got a shiny red and green. I chose white glow because it kind of complements the red and green. Got the snow aura. Unfortunately, there is no wintry themed horn. At least not to my knowledge. Because you only bought the upgrade pack on Switch 2 and it was $5. I mean, yeah, you definitely want the upgrade pack for this game. Playing this game on the Switch 1 is definitely, from what I've seen, very mid. Especially with the internet connections. But yeah, in my opinion, the DLC is absolutely worth it. However, here's what you should do. Don't pay for every DLC bundle, only pay for the ones that you want. Like, if you're a fan of Minecraft, then yeah, absolutely get that DLC. If you're a fan of SpongeBob, absolutely get it. If you're not a fan of either of those, then don't bother. Save your money for other things. That flew off. Whoop. I'm gonna use... The Void Wisp did a phenomenal job of protecting me there. Back on track. Kind of. Another monster truck? Should I risk the shortcut? Shortcuts in this game are kind of dumb as well. I know I shouldn't risk it because someone bumping into me canceled my drift for some reason. Hence, unpolished physics. Whee! Zip, zip, zip. Thank you. Oof. Nope. I have got a winning formula right here. I think that was third.
Gotta focus next time.
Okay, good. If I got fourth, I would have had many questions. A chance you could lobby snipe. Good luck. Like Mario Tennis Fever? It looks fun. I especially like the idea of custom rackets giving unique effects. That's pretty cool. But again, I'm not gonna buy a near $500 console for one game. See, that's one of the biggest problems with the Switch 2. It lacks a decent library right now. Every game on there is like a Switch 2 edition of Switch 1 games, and to me, that's not going to get me to buy a new console. I need to see exclusives. And no, I'm not talking about overpriced, unpolished exclusives just to force me to get the game. I need to see, like, actual fun exclusive games.
Hey guys.
Heck, I would argue my only reason I'd want to get a Switch 2 is so I could play Minecraft on a more powerful Switch-like console. But I can just do that on the Steam Deck.
Hey guys.
Games right now are Mario Kart World, DK Bonanza, and Kirby Air Riders. Exactly. Switch 2 editions are not Switch 2 games. They're literally the laziest attempt at trying to get extra money. Pay $5 or $10 to upgrade your frame rate. No! How about no? MK and Sonic lost my London player's voice. Somehow made it to round 2. Okay, that's my indication to never watch the Game Awards ever again because they are clearly rigged. And the host clearly has no pride. This game should have absolutely won Player's Voice because it has a very vocal community and Sega actually listens. This game deserves that win. Jeez, Sega just keeps getting robbed every Game of the Year award. Why do they even bother participating? I guess never giving up is one thing, but they are clearly, you know, rigged against. Clearly. Of course, cheating Impact did got it again because the host of the show clearly sucks at that game. Sorry, but once they found out that there was some, you know, shenanigans going on 2 years ago, they should have disqualified him. Simple as that. If he had any pride in that show, he would have disqualified him. But no, he don't care. He just wants his few hours of fame. But you know what? Yeah, I'm not watching the Game of the Year awards anymore. They are so stupid. They are so absolutely stupid. Any reason I get hit by 2 of those back to back? That item absolutely needs toned down. I'm sorry. That item needs toned down. Fact. Can I get a drill? Laser is okay as well. I'm pretty sure Genshin Impact cheated again, though. Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest.
Yeah, let's race.
Let's see. Dude, I want to see an HD port of the Sonic Riders games to the modern day consoles. I really do. And give actual controller support to Free Riders. Don't make it so that we need to use the Kinect again. Because that's the exact reason why that game flopped. Because of the Kinect. And that sucks. Because Free Riders actually was... the game itself was pretty darn good. It was fun to play. The Kinect just made it hard to play. FNAF Movie 3 is confirmed. Yeah, a mid-credit scene to FNAF 2 pretty much confirms that, which is cool. The cool thing about FNAF 2 is that you can literally... So, the game itself is a prequel to the first game, while the movie is a sequel to the first movie. But the thing about that is, FNAF 2 is designed in such a way that it could be taken as either a sequel or a prequel. Like... it's designed in such a way you can actually do that, so it works both ways. But the lore is so convoluted, you can literally have multiple different aspects of it with the events happening at different times than someone else's lore timeline, and it would still make sense. The lore of FNAF at this point is literally just make up your own timeline of how things went and call it headcanon, I guess. Not real canon, but just headcanon. Because the only one who truly knows how the story goes is Scott Cawthon. But he designed the games and timelines in such a way that you can have multiple different versions and it would still line up. Nice desync. I probably shouldn't have done that. That was stupid. Good. Nice. Grab those golden rings, those things will make your engine sing. Yoink! Ouch. Give me the rings. Woo! Yeah, I absolutely prefer quick recovery up over the shield. Because quick recovery is always active. Always active. Yeah, quick recovery is the way to go. It's such a good ability. It's really freaking good. Megan Fox was decent as Toy Chica. Yeah, actually. That's kind of the voice you expect Toy Chica to have. with just silver and bronze players. Nice. What about the deal with the nominees is they nearly a third of the candidates didn't even release in. Yeah, that I don't understand why they do releases that are either have been around for like several years now or haven't had a chance to actually shine yet. Well, we'll go here. Matt thought Toy Bunny didn't sound like Toy Bunny or himself. I mean, he definitely changed his voice up a bit to make it sound more Toy Bunny-esque. But that's cool. That's freaking cool that he voices Toy Bunny. That is sick. Now, I've only seen the movie once, so I may have missed some Easter eggs, but I'm going to go see it again, like I do with every video game adaptation, where I actually watch them at least twice, once with friends and then once with the fam. I'm going to see if I can spot any Easter eggs that I may have missed. Because I didn't see any references to Markiplier, again. You literally cannot have a FNAF movie without a reference to Markiplier. You literally can't. Even if he's not in the movie, you have to reference him in some way. Like maybe a quote or something written on the walls, something subtle. And yes, Corey was indeed back as the taxi driver. I might just get platinum 8 points away. Well, that'll depend on how this race goes. If I can place top 3, I might. But I'm really not actually actively trying to go for platinum or emerald. If I get there, then cool, but I'm not actively actually trying to get there. Yes. Get hit with that in third, get hit with that in first, second. No. You literally get hit with a buzzsaw in every spot. Every spot you get hit with that thing. It's literally the most common item in the entire game. I do not know why. It's gotta be in every freaking place. It's really dumb. And yes, that's the crosshair with targeting me. How many times have we gotten this cross? I've gotten this stage already. Thanks for the rings. Desync invincibility, I'm guessing. I know exactly what you're gonna do. I'll hold on to this. It is so annoying using your items just to avoid a Dark Chow. It really is. You know, I don't think I want to take the shortcut. I think I want to go for the items over here. Which actually might have helped. Didn't place 2 other, but I don't give a flying frick.
Gotta focus next time.
Has only 8 players, so got some bots. That'll at least make things easier. I know I got 6th. Probably gonna get 0 points, but better than losing points. -5, excuse me? I get -5 points for placing top 6? Okay. Every other time I placed top 6, I got 0. But that's okay. You can change the rules out of nowhere if you want. That's fine. I mean, the game does that anyway. This game changes its rules on the fly anyway, so jeez, that's something new. Minecraft.
Hey guys.
The SpongeBob track is okay, but I feel like they could have done more with it. Like, instead of going through the Krusty Krab again on lap 3, they should have opened up the area that's, you know, boarded off, or whatever, closed off, and we go that way instead to see, you know, maybe Sandy's house, the retirement home or something.
Hey guys. See you later.
Maybe go through Kelp Forest or something, or Jellyfish Fields. They could have done a lot more with this SpongeBob track. They could have done a lot more with it. And yes, I was correct. The volcano on lap 3 is absolutely referencing that one episode where Squidward's house gets flung up from his... I think he, like, tried to stop a leak or something, so he just, like, did something to, like, his faucet or something, and it caused his house to kind of erupt at the end from, like, a spout. And it landed into the volcano. I was totally right about that, being that specific episode. You somehow dodged the King Boom with a CrossWorld ring. Yay, CrossWorld invincibility. Points for finishing it first. Nice. That must feel nice. Almost hit somebody. Ouch. I'm gonna hit you just because your name is stupid. Still didn't pass me. Oh my gosh, dude, the off-road is too punishing. You should gradually slow down on off-road, not instantly slow down. It's freaking stupid. Okay, that was the voice line. Nice. And the people that got slimed are still somehow faster than me. This game literally has no rules. Oh wow, I did hit somebody. Dude, this game literally has no rules. It just does whatever the heck it feels like doing. Whew.
Not bad, I guess.
Just because your name is stupid. Yeah. Uh-oh, am I gonna lose another 5 points? I gained 5 points this time. This game has no rules. It does whatever it feels like doing. Gee, thanks for taking the points that you frickin'... Whatever. Seriously, whatever. Maybe it's got something to do with the ranks that some people are. I don't know.
Hey guys.
Oh, I know. I got one more race to go with in the handling vehicle. Doing 2 races each. Let's do it. Get hit and dash ahead of me. Yes. The desyncing issues with this game is another huge problem. I hit that shadow player twice. With both times were with the boxing glove, the item that slows you down the most. And they somehow are like, oh, you hit me? That means I gain a burst of speed. Yeah, the desync with this game is really, 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 really bad. Like, it is surprisingly bad. Look at all the meta slaves in here. Look at all the invincibility. Look at all the meta slaves in here. Look at all that invincibility. Too bad you guys don't have the skills to play the game without it. Again, I understand why you do it. It's because this game's items are absolute dog water. But you are literally lacking skill by using it. Kind of just a fact, you know. You wouldn't be the highest ranks as you are without it.
Gotta focus next time.
This stage is so annoying with that last part. This stage is so annoying with that last part. Jeez Louise. You don't need to remind me of how unfun this game was by making the track just as unfun, Sega. The bosses completely ruined that game. Jeez. And that part at the end completely ruins that stage. Creative, but poorly designed. I think it should only hit down once. And then for the rest of the lap, it just goes up and doesn't slam again. Slamming multiple times is freaking stupid. All it does is take control of your vehicle and make you miss any rings and items. Not good. Okay, 2 more races to go, and then I'm calling it good. Took long enough. Now that I'm a speed type character in a speed type vehicle, surely I'll be able to gain a slight edge on the final stretch, right? Unless that's complete bull, and speed type vehicles are literally all-round vehicles, thus having no real uniqueness at all. Seriously, I don't know why the top speed can't just be 200. Instead, it's a lousy 199. Just bump it up to 200 for Pete's sake. Why, would that be so ridiculously overpowered to make it just 1 point faster? Would that be so game-breaking? Would that be unfair? Would that be unbalanced? Answer, no. It'll make speed-type vehicles feel like speed-type vehicles while not having too much of an advantage compared to everyone else. That's all you gotta do, Sega. Easy peasy. Don't know why that's so hard. Yes, get hit and you're faster. But when I get hit, oh no. I'm turned to stone. Yes, hit me with the completely unnecessarily overly common item. Another King Boom Boo, what the heck?
Not bad, I guess.
Yay! Mark says about you and the one for Rouges. If you're a male, you use her for the ooh-ahs on clip. That's what I want this game audio to be. Nothing but the ooh-ah. Market Street. Okay, last race of the stream. We're going to either get absolutely bodied or do decent. Maybe we'll place good, but I doubt it because on Market Street especially, the final stretch is so short, if you have one drill wisp, you automatically get first. So maybe I should purposely drag behind and wait until I get a drill wisp, only to use it on the final stretch. And if I'm lucky, I'll get the triple boost beforehand. Oh, never mind, we're going here. Yeah! know there's a shortcut right there, but I tend not to take it. Just because it's really hit or miss. I could take the rail shortcuts on the bridge, but again, the physics of this game literally make it very inconsistent. It either works or it doesn't. It's pretty freaking stupid. And there we go. Thank you, physics, for launching me skywards instead of diagonally. This game literally makes sure that it screws me over some way. This game will make sure to screw me over in some way. Jeez. That's right. I made you use your invincibility. I saw that coming, pal. Meta players like you are predictable. I knew that was exactly what you were going to do. Me, on the other hand... I'm definitely going to want to hold on to this. And it was for a Dark Chow. That is so fucking stupid, I'm sorry. Absolutely stupid. Let's have you guess. And if you make the right guess, then you can win. Thus doubling down on the whole luck aspect instead of skill aspect of the game. And that guy has a green glove, so once I get ahead, he's gonna throw it. Never mind, they got it too, and I placed frickin' first. Let's go!
Can't beat the best.
Eat it! What happened to that shadow player? They were in second the last time I saw them. What happened? Hey, got the platinum. Second from 8th thanks to the drill wisp. Nice. Dude, last time I saw that shadow player, they were in second. What happened to them? But dude, quick recovery up is so goated. I love this gadget. Whew. Platinum Racer. This right here is absolutely my new setup. Absolutely. These two gadgets just make a perfect pair. You get hit, immediately recover, and get a quick drift boost with this. Get back up to top speed. I am quite satisfied. Granted, I am only 6 points above Platinum, so if I placed like 8th, I could go right back down to Gold, which is fine by me, personally. If I get to Emerald rank, then cool, I guess, but I'm really not actively trying to get there. That is the highest rank, correct? Emerald? No, the highest is top 10. 6 points away from gold? Nice. Good luck. Wait, how many Dodonpot tickets do I have? 12,000. Next up is 7,000. Let me see. Yeah, top 10 is the highest rank. Meanwhile, Emerald Racer is... You know what? Platinum's pretty good. I'll take Platinum. I do not intend to get top 100 or 10. No thank you. I would like to get to Emerald. I absolutely would like to get to Emerald, but... I really don't know. Blizzard Valley and Apatos. That's two of your course options here. That's a tricky one, honestly. The final stretch on Blizzard Valley is like 2,000 freaking miles long, so I'd say go with... Well, so is the one on Apatos, if you think about it. Okay, pick the third option. Those extra long stretches at the end are brutal. Pick the third option. Jeez. But yeah, there we go. I'd at least like to try to get the Emerald. That'd be nice. But I don't really intend to get to top 100 or top 10. Emerald would be fine by me. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream right here. So with that being said, again, happy birthday to me. And thank you guys so much for joining. Hope y'all had fun. Have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, or night. I'll see you next week.